Hello friends, how you doing? I hope you're doing great. Today I want to share some experiences that I have in my life, and this time I want to share experiences about things that I see and I have seen in my life that you assume that everybody's seeing. And in certain occasions, I realized that the other people was not able to see it. And if you hear me a little raspy, it's because the allergy, I guess, is trying to bother me a little bit. But for this, I want to go to a time where I was with my mother, and my mother asked me to go to downtown to this store where they used to hand carve. We was Catholics in that time, and she purchased this baby Jesus for Christmas, and she ordered this beautiful, fancy baby Jesus that these people will carve out of wood and then paint it and put real hair and real eyelashes and everything. Beautiful, beautiful art. And she asked me to go with her because they called her and told her that the baby Jesus was ready. In that time, I knew that an earthquake will come to that country where I was living. I didn't know exactly when, but I knew that an earthquake was coming and was coming soon. Well, we drove, I drove with my mother, and she parked in front of the building where, the people do the work, and he says, stay in the car, I'm gonna just get in and get baby Jesus. If the police stop, you tell them that your mother just got in to get something and it's coming out. And I say, okay. I stay in the car, and out of nowhere, this weird looking man appears and start walking toward the car. And stuff like this has happened to me all my life. And come exactly next to my window and start crying, bawling, screaming, looking to the sky, asking God please to have mercy in that country. I remember his words. He says, please, and he's crying, his eyes out. He says, please have mercy on this country. Please. And I knew in that moment that this man was asking for mercy for the earthquake that is coming, is going to happen. At all this, I'm looking inside the store to see my mother is coming, because I want my mother to hear this man, because I've been telling my mother about this earthquake that is coming. And your parents don't believe you, but they always knew that I was kind of weird child. And keep looking, and the man keep screaming, but exactly at the time my mother started walking, and I said, oh wow, here she comes. The man then started walking away, and my mother finally saying goodbye or whatever she was doing, finally opened the glass door where I can see her clearly. And when I look back, the man was almost at the end of the block. Now, this, I'm talking downtown, where is buildings one after another, and then the block ends where the road, and the man was almost at the end of the block. The car was about the middle of the block. But from my mother coming from the door to the car, the man was at the end of the block and turned in. And I lost it with the buildings. And then my mother get in, and I remember I was kind of excited. I said, Mama, why you took so long to come out? And she said, well, why? I said, this man is crying over here next to me, asking God to be merciful with this country, and I want you to come out and see. And where is the man, she said. I said, he just turned in the block right there. Crank the car, let's go, I'll show you to you. I remember the man didn't have a short. He had just pants, no short, and no shoes either. But she cranked the car and go. And when we got to the end of the block, that could take what, few seconds? Nobody. And the side, you know, we was in the main road where the building's doors faces. The side was the side walls where is no entrance. And when we looked, was nothing. My mother even turned in there. I said, turn in there. And she turned in and we drove, and nobody. And she said, you just imagining stuff. I mean, she told me that a lot, and I don't blame it. And that was one occasion. And yes, that was in December. That's why she was getting her baby Jesus. And the earthquake was in February. But in another occasion, I was in my house. I used to love to go out in the garden of my house. And was this little man, the weirdest little man that you can imagine. Every time I was playing in the garden, he will be calling me between the fence and the bushes. And I look and was him. And he will ask me how I'm doing, what I'm doing, and I will talk to him, and he will talk back and ask me little things because I was a kid. Always, I hear my mother talking or somebody coming out of the house, and when I look back, the little man was gone. Now, as a kid, I never thought of nothing because I thought, well, he left. But no, he didn't left. He practically disappeared. And I know that now that I have become older and I have put together one experience with another. Then what I want today to tell you is this. How you know that what you seeing, everybody can see. For example, you are in a park and you see people walking. You don't know if the other people that is with you can see the same person that walk in front of you. We have 5 limited senses, very limited. And these very intelligent entities, these very, very intelligent entities that create humans through genetic manipulation in purpose block our awareness and let us have these 5 little senses. And we have more senses, the 6th sense, for example, like they say the 3rd eye, but the majority of people have that blocked completely. And the governments help by giving you water full of fluoride, and they do all this on purpose. But my question for this video is how you know that what you see everybody is seeing. Because in my life with friends mention things, seeing things, and later I realized that the way they react was because they didn't see it, or because they didn't hear it. Now, I'm a medium, and this has happened to me since I'm a kid. I remember my friends when I was a kid, many times they thought maybe I was just crazy. But they didn't thought much about it. They just thought, whatever, and they keep going with their things. Same thing with my brother. But I ask you today, question yourself if everybody can see what you're seeing. And thank you for your attention. And if you like videos like this, subscribe and like. That help the channel to keep growing, and I will be able to keep making more videos. Have a wonderful day.